Hello, I'm Dr. Alek Nikolic and I am the CEO and the founder of SkinMiles and Aesthetic Facial Enhancement.
Dr. Alek, it is a huge honor to be sitting across from a world-renowned medical aesthetic practitioner, but I'm really curious how you decided to move from being a doctor to being an entrepreneurial doctor. Tell me a little bit about that journey.
My dad had a furniture factory and worked there for a while, and I thought, well, this is actually a good way for me to actually make some extra cash for myself. And I approached him and I said, look, some of the orders that you get are too small for you, give them to me. So SkinMiles was actually started very simply. We had 6 brands, skincare brands that we were selling here. I overheard one of our patients say to me, you know, I have to actually make sometimes a special trip. It's not like always when I come here for a treatment that's when I'm run out of my skincare products. Yeah. And so if I run out, I have to make a special trip. And that kind of went, well, hold on. You know, why don't we sell this online? And so we literally started SkinMiles with the 6 brands that we had here. The rest is history. Now we have close to 170 brands and over 5,000 products online. I believe that the support of family and friends in whichever endeavor you take is very important. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be a financial support. Often ideas come out and it'll help you with any obstacle that one is facing. And even if it's a really good idea, an affirmation or giving one motivation to carry on that route is also something that one can achieve that way.
You also offer a whole host of online services, consultations with somatologists. Yeah. How does that whole process work for the consumer wanting to engage with SkinMiles on the online platform?
Our customers come first, and if it means guiding them and literally holding them by the hands so that we give them the best kind of regime and the best results, then that's what we're there for. To try and achieve your goals is very important. But in the same breath, one shouldn't give up. You know, if things are not going your way, you need to persevere. We can't achieve it all by ourselves. You do need a supportive and a good team behind you to help you get there.
We spoke a little bit earlier, and I suggested that I get some Botox, and your answer made me laugh out loud, which was?
Why do you want Botox? And he said, well, I don't know, I just feel like I need it. And I said, no, everyone needs Botox. I've done, in my career, over 25,000 procedures. And I must be honest, when I first started, I thought that when I reached, let's say, 200 procedures, that was a lot. And as time went by and as I did more procedures, I realized how much I had to learn. And the most important thing was to carry on believing that with every single procedure that you do, you constantly learn and you're learning something new.
What does that make you feel like when you're working with someone's face and you get it right and you see that reaction of that, you know, of your patient?
When one is finished with the treatment and you give a mirror and the patient has a look and goes, wow. That for me is the most satisfying time, you know, of the whole treatment. The way that I celebrate, I don't believe most people would celebrate. And you know, if Sam, my wife, was here, she would just have a little smile on her face, because I normally celebrate by just having a smile. But I don't go too over the board.
There are so many wonderful local products being developed in South Africa, which brings me to your specific product line, Skin, that you've developed.
It's sk.in, which stands for Skin Ingredients. I wanted all the ingredients in every single product in the range to target and help improve the skin barrier, but also to have then specific ingredients that targets a specific concern, whether it's acne or whether it's pigmentation or texture or pores or whatever it is. And so I went on the search to find ingredients that don't or minimize the degree of reaction or sensitivity on the skin. And once I found those, that's how Skin was born.
What are some of the absolute highlights over that time, which I'm sure there are many of?
Yeah, I can clearly remember the day that I received the award for outstanding achievement in the field of aesthetic medicine. We were at a congress and I suddenly heard my name. And it was the last award for the evening. And I thought, what? And then I looked around and there were people saying, go, you must go to the front. It was definitely one of the highlights and achievements in my career. I've been very fortunate with this to be able to have lectured and even demonstrated all over the world, from Paris, London, China, Warsaw, Monte Carlo, etc. That for me has been one of the biggest highlights. My dad, he has been an incredible directional force. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, and I wish he was. Because I'd love for him to be able to see everything that I've achieved, but for him to know that I've achieved it because of him. Believe in that inner voice because it's there to guide you. And I think that actually goes with anyone and for everyone. Listen to your heart and listen to that little inner voice. It usually is right.